would be on YouTube on a Saturday at like 4 p.m. Let's see if anybody joins. I don't use this anymore, so I would be very surprised. I'm gonna wait like 5 minutes, and if nobody comes on, I'm just gonna end it because that's awkward. Me just talking to myself like I am right now. There's one person. Hello. I don't ever use this anymore, so I was just seeing if anybody was coming on. I don't know if it lets me see anything. Hi. I'm trying to see if YouTube Live is the place to be or not. What is this? I've not done this in such a long time. I don't know if it's supposed to, like, I don't know. Cody needs to leave me alone. I haven't done this in such a long time. I was just like, let me come on here and see if it's even a thing, because I haven't been on YouTube in such a long time. It's been like 5 months since I've posted, and I don't know. I just thought I would come on, see what's good. I don't know if this is like, oh, I was like, what is that? I don't know if this is something that's still used or if it's better for me to go live on like Instagram or TikTok. I don't really know, but I said I would stay on for like 5 minutes just to see how this goes. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. I think it's like really odd how YouTube is like such a different world now. Like, I don't know. It feels weird coming back here because I feel like everything is like short form, and I feel like I get so tired of like, Instagram's good, but YouTube is good as well. Thanks. Yeah, I feel like it's just weird coming back on here because I haven't been here for such a long time. I haven't been doing video content like I used to. Yeah, it's so different, and I feel like, I don't know, it's weird. I feel like I'm like old news, old and washed up. So it's weird for me. I feel like I should also get, oh, you know what? I do have a little, should I put you guys on this? I think I'm gonna put you guys, hi. I'm gonna put you guys on a little, what do you call it? Oh no, hold on. It's gonna be really movie. I'm moving around a lot right now. How's your job going? Didn't you mention? I did get a new job almost 2 years ago now. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I should have done this beforehand. Okay. Whew. I was trying to put you guys on something that I could keep you stable on. I got a new job back in February, and it's doing IT work still. Oh, it's a flattering angle. It's doing IT work still, but it's more so like IT management rather than like IT help desk stuff like I used to do. So it's pretty good. I'm liking it. It's, you know, I feel pretty cool being an IT manager. It's so much better than having like, should I get some light too? Should we go all like, oh no, that's a lot. I was gonna try to like make this really like the YouTube world, but it's a lot different. Okay, let me see. Ooh. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing amazing. I was watching, it's so funny, I was watching like old videos from like Dulce Candy and some of the other, see, I don't like that. I feel like it makes me look very greasy. We're just gonna go without it. I was watching some videos from like Dulce Candy, and I was like, man, this is like, I don't know. It's so crazy to see how much the world changes. Also, I did my nails today. I glued them on and they're already falling apart. So that's great. This Glamnetic brush on glue, it doesn't work. But I'm still gonna put it on because my nail's about to fall off. I do press-ons now because I just feel like it's so much easier. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't like being at the nail shops anymore. I just feel like it's a long time and it's a lot of money. And I just don't wanna do that. So I just do press-ons. How's your fitness journey? I'm so on and off with mine. Girl, I know. It's you know, it's going. I try to give myself grace whenever I feel like I'm not like doing the things that I should be doing or whatever. Like this week was actually really hard for me because we had a wedding on Sunday, and hi um we didn't get home until, oh my god, it's coming off already. We didn't get home until Monday, so it was like a lot of travel. We had to drive from Tucson, thank you Summer, or Summer on pause. We had to drive from Tucson to Phoenix and then fly out of Phoenix and then come back to San Diego. So it's just, you know, it gets hard. And I was tired and I was like, I don't really want to go to the gym. I think I went to the gym 4 times this week, but all you gotta do, like Summer on Pause says, is be kind to yourself. It's okay if you can't always make it. Just try to make yourself a priority as much as you can. These are my nails, you guys. They're little spooky season nails. There's little like black ghosts, white ghosts. Oh my god, no. White ghosts, black bats, and white bats. They're really cute. I like them. But yeah, if you are feeling like you don't have motivation, just try to remember that motivation is not always going to be there. And the biggest thing you can do is just be, you know, dedicated to yourself. That's honestly the best way to put it when it comes to like a fitness journey, is be, you know, just dedicated to yourself. Nobody's gonna like force you to go to the gym. Nobody's gonna force you to work out. Nobody's gonna force you to do any of those things. Only you can do that. So there's that. Also, guys, this is really weird, but as I was like going through some of these old nostalgic videos of like old Dulce Candy and like just, I'm telling you, I went down the rabbit hole of just old YouTube. I watched some of my old ones. You guys, I I mean, I know I'm like weird now. I'm still pretty odd, but I feel like I was really fucking weird back then, and oh, I don't know if I can say that on lives. I feel like I was really freaking weird, and it's so funny that so many of you guys like followed me at that time in my life, because a lot of people found me through FluffyNet X3. She used to have, Aubrey used to have, or she had done a, I can't even speak. She had done a contest, and I found her. She was probably like one of the first people I found on YouTube because I wanted to learn how to curl my hair. So I found her and I watched a video on it, and she had a contest, and it was like, oh, copy one of my videos, and then I did, and I won, and I was like, that's really cool, because then she like posted about me, and I think that's when I started getting like a huge following. Bang cutting tutorial. Ugh, I feel like, actually, I don't even know why I'm surprised. I still like try to cut my own hair these days. This I did not do though. This I actually went and got cut. I chopped off all my hair not too long ago because I was just over it, but it's already starting to like grow back. So I was also wearing it more like natural. I was kind of like letting my waves come out a little bit, but yeah. I also feel like, I don't know, it's just so odd to me to do lives. I feel like I used to do these things a lot. Like I would go live on YouTube, or I would sometimes go live on Instagram, and it would be fun, but I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like, I feel like social media is so different now than like when I first started social media, and I feel like it's a lot more like pressure, and I think that's why sometimes I kind of just like take a break. I don't mean to like always take a break from YouTube on you guys. It just gets really hard to like spend time editing. Like right now I could be editing, and here I am sitting on a live video, but yeah, I don't know, like it's just a lot. I wish that like I had somebody who could just edit my videos, because if I had somebody who could edit my videos, girl, I would have all kinds of videos out because I wouldn't have to worry about it. But it's expensive, and for the amount of money that I am not making on YouTube, to have to pay for videos to be edited is just crazy. So I just need to learn how to do it myself. Your hair looks so beautiful and healthy, and I remember when YouTube was like a MySpace, you could decorate and colors and fonts. I know, it used to be so fun. Like that's what I'm saying, it's so weird to me. Like I know things are gonna change. I mean, we're in 2023 now. I think I started YouTube in like 2008, 2009, 7, I don't know. I started YouTube a long ass time ago, and things were just a lot different, and I know that in 2023 it's just going to continue to be different. But I don't know. It's just, it's odd, you know? Like, I wish that some of the things still existed so that we can have that sense of, like, I don't know, creativity. You know what I mean? Because I feel like everything is just so trendy, and I feel like everyone's just trying to, like, sell you stuff. And I feel like it was just so much better when it was just people coming on here and being themselves and just, like, talking. Summer, on pause, you a real one, because I feel like you're the one giving me all these all these questions and things. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's funny too, because I was thinking about this time when I was in high school, and they had done a story on me because I was doing YouTube videos at the time, right? And obviously back then your girl was doing something on YouTube. But they had done a story and they were like, how long are you gonna do YouTube videos? And I was like, oh, I don't know, like, as long as people keep watching me, I'll probably keep doing them. And I was like, maybe when I'm like 45 or something. I'm 30, I'll be 32 this year, you guys. In like 2 weeks, I'll be 32. So those of you who have been with me forever, 32. This is really cute, by the way. This is Colossal Caramel by Hard Candy. These things are so refreshing. They feel like minty. And then this is something I've been loving right now, is the NYX Fat Oil. This is in the color Follow Back. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, it's just funny that they like asked me that, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll keep doing them. And then here I am at almost 32, and it's getting hard for me to keep up with that stuff. But you know, it is what it is. I don't really know what to post anymore. That's also the big thing, is like, I feel like a lot of people joined or like followed me because I did a lot of like makeup videos and hair, and I feel like I'm not into that. Like, if you guys can see, let me turn on my bright light again so you guys can see everything. If you guys can see, I don't really do a whole lot. Like, I'm not even wearing eyeliner. I just did like an eyeliner situation with my eyeshadow. And then my face, I have a little bit of foundation on today, but not really a lot. I don't know, I'm just not a makeup girly anymore, you know? Like, I still get excited about makeup, but it's not like my thing. How do you feel about turning 32? I recently turned 29 and it's a blessing. Plus, we're both from Arizona. Okay, Sabrina. Arizonans over here. I feel good. Like, honestly, 29, let me just tell you, is a year where you realize so many things about yourself, and you're starting to like understand that you're about to hit your 30s and that life is going to start to change a little bit for you. But I feel like it's one of your wiser years. So that's fabulous, and happy belated birthday whenever you turn 29. As far as me turning 32, I feel like I just feel really, one, I feel blessed. Like, I'm so lucky that I get to be here and turn 32, and you know, still have so many of you guys like follow me and be able to give something back. One of the biggest things that I am really trying to work on is just really getting to know myself and my body. I've talked about it on my YouTube videos and on Instagram. If any of you follow me on Instagram, I feel like I'm a little bit more active there because I'm always like on stories. But I've been trying to like talk more about PCOS because I feel like it's super important for women to know what it is, especially because a lot of us have it and we don't even know. And so I feel like something that I'm really learning about my 30s is that I just want to be here to like help people and be myself and not care about like what's going on, what's trending, what's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't need all that. I'm not going to be a viral girly. I'm just not. It's just never been me. So I feel like, oh, Emily, nice. I feel like, I don't know. I think it's just, I feel like you start to realize a lot more. And I feel like for me, it's like, I want to be able to like put down roots and settle down here in San Diego. I want to be able to buy a house, which is not looking so good right now with the interest rates and the prices, because what I could get back home, what I could get in Arizona for what I could get here, I could get a house out here that's like maybe 700 square feet, and 700 square feet at a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, or 3-bedroom, 1-bath, tiny ass little house for like $1 million. I don't know. And then I can go back home to Arizona and I could get me something that's like 2,200 square feet and, you know, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-bath, whatever. And I don't know, 400,000, you know what I mean? 300,000. Like, it's just crazy to me. And I just saw something recently too where they were saying San Diego's now the most expensive city to live in. Girl, I was really upset when I saw that because I was like, I don't want to be, you know, I don't want to be living in the most expensive city, but I love it out here. Like, I don't see myself going back to Arizona, and I don't really see myself moving anywhere else right now either. I just genuinely love it out here in San Diego. It's hard to discover personal interests without looking at trends. 29, and I'm just figuring me out now. Yeah, Emily, I hear you on not really knowing what's going on, styles and trending. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel like I do gravitate towards stuff that's like what's trending because I just feel like it's always in your face, right? Like, we're always seeing it all over, like, especially TikTok. TikTok is so good about throwing something at me, and then I see it like a billion times, and I see so many people talking about it, and then I'm like, wait a second, do I need that? Because I saw it on TikTok and now I think I need it. So I will say that I like gravitate towards trends, but then I have to see if it actually works with like me and what I'm doing and who I am, you know, because not often does it look like it does on other people. I didn't realize you were active on Instagram. I'm hopping over to, oh no. Well, I'm not on there right now, but I am always more active on Instagram. So if anybody here on YouTube is on Instagram, sometimes there's people who don't have Instagram, which I think is so crazy to me, but it happens. Hi, Valerie. Yeah, I feel like I'm just more active there because I don't know, it just has like Instagram stories, and you can just, to me, Instagram feels like what Snapchat was when Snapchat first came out. I feel like Snapchat now is for like all the youngins. It's for like the high school kids and all that. But back then it was just like quick video and funny filters. And I feel like Instagram is like quick video, but like cute filters. But yeah, so, and I feel like I don't really know what YouTube is anymore. Again, I feel like your content has to be so clean and like perfect and great lighting and amazing editing and something that's gonna like capture people. And I feel like I don't know. I wish I could just like shoot raw and like post it. I feel like that's what I used to do, but stuff like that I don't think a lot of people would watch. I don't know. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it. Emily, staying on your YouTube live here, but I ran over to Instagram to follow you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I feel like Instagram is still probably one of the most like popular besides like TikTok. Obviously TikTok, everybody and their mama's on TikTok. I was like super resistant to it when it first came out, but it can do some things. I actually met someone from YouTube, and when I met her, I remember it was like during COVID, she told me like, Heather, you need to get on TikTok. Like TikTok, Gary Vee's talking about it. TikTok's gonna be the next big thing, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, like I'll try it out. And I would post like stupid little funny videos, but nothing that was like of substance really. And she did it and she blew up. Like, I'm talking millions of followers now. Homegirl can like live off of that, doesn't have to work her old jobs anymore. And I'm just like, damn, like I should have listened to you. I should have listened. Although I don't think I have like the energy to keep up with it because they have to put out content all the time, and I just feel like, especially for like her kind of content, it was a lot of like comedy skits. You'd have to always have something to like make a skit about. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Do you guys have any questions? I know I see a few of you on here, or 11 of you, which I was not expecting. I honestly would have been happy with just like 2 people on here, but I'm really happy that there's 11 of you. Would you ever do a meet and greet of some sort? I'd love to meet you. I've been following you for so long. Honestly, oh, thank you. Thank you. You guys are so nice to me. I used to do those meet and greets, like, well, not like big ones. I would just be like, hey, I'm here at this place if anybody wants to meet up. But I'm gonna tell you guys what happened one time. I don't remember when it was. It was before I moved to San Diego, so like sometime in college. I was here visiting San Diego. Oh, my hair is looking funky. I was here visiting San Diego, and I was walking around like Comic-Con, and hi, Dulce. I was literally just talking about you not too long ago. Like when I started this live, I was like, oh, I was watching a bunch of Dulce's like old videos because I was going through like a nostalgic rabbit hole. But yeah, one time I was walking around and I was like in the Comic-Con area, and this dude came up to me and was like, right? That's what I'm saying, Emily. Like, she was an OG, still is an OG. And I feel like anybody who knows Dulce knows all of the other OGs that were on during those, like, those earlier 2000s. But yeah, I was walking around the Comic-Con and this random dude came up to me and was like kind of creepy about it. Like, I don't want to like bash him or anything like that, but he came up to me and he was like, "Hey, Heather," and like kind of did it in a creepy way and kind of like followed me. And I was like, "Hey, like, nice to meet you." And he was like, "Yeah, I watch your videos. I love your videos." And I was like, "Oh, thanks." Like, at this time I was only posting like makeup, hair, and maybe like a little bit of like life content from college. So I thought it was a little bit odd, but I was like, you know what? It's fine. But then he like followed us to this restaurant and he was just kind of like creeping around, and I was like, I don't really like that feeling, you know? So I don't really like post a lot about where I'm at until after I've left the place. So it was just like creepy vibes. And I watch way too many things or listen to way too many things to not be like hyper vigilant or hyper like sensitive to what's going on around me. So I think it was just giving me like creepy vibes. Right? Everybody who's here that sees Dulce, how happy are you guys to see her here? We love you. We love you, Dulce. I love you. I'm so glad that you're still doing amazing. I don't get enough chances to tell you guys. Like, I was talking to, I was talking to Kristen, Dominique, and I was like, oh my God, I'm so proud of you. And like, it's just crazy to see how everybody's lives have like transformed. So I love that. And I love the path that you're on, Dulce. I just watched your newest video where you were talking about crazy Ouija board stuff and your calling to God and Jesus and things. And I think that's incredible. So I love that for you. I was a teen girl watching my mom go through DV and found solace. Oh, Dulce probably on YouTube. I was a YouTube kid. Now I'm a 30-year-old YouTube. I'm a YouTube 30-year-old. I can't even read. I love that you found some sense of comfort in YouTube. I'm glad that people like me and Dulce could be that for you. It's amazing. I hope to run into you one day. Yeah, if ever I'm in a place where, you know, there would be a lot of people, I'm sure I could always like post about it. I don't know, you're from, Valerie, were you from Arizona? I'm always, like, when I visit, because I go to Arizona a lot, I'm always out and about. So if you follow me on Instagram, then, you know, I'll hit you up and let you know. Because I feel like I go out most out there just because like a lot of my friends want to like go out and eat and things like that. So whenever I get to see them, shout out to people from AZ, right? Oh, look it, we got more people coming in. This is exciting. This is a good time. Yeah, I figured domestic violence only because I used to do the walk to end domestic violence every year, and I also have a lot of like DV in my family that has happened. I lost a loved one to it, so I'm glad that you are healthy now and everything is so much better, because that's what we love to hear. I'm from Vegas, but I go to California since my family's out there. Oh, okay. If you ever come to San Diego, let me know, because I can always, wow, Toronto, that's dope. I could always post something about wherever I'm going. I always love meeting you guys, but I will say this, I'm really awkward. I'm like the worst person when it comes to like being who I am on social media, because I feel like I could sit here and talk like this and it would be super chill and I'm like me, but then oh my God, Dulce, that's so scary. See, that's what I'm saying. There's people out there that are like really creepy and will like follow you in a way that's like almost stalkerish, you know what I mean? So you have to be careful. And I feel like back then, the following that I had and like how many people used to watch me, that's kind of how it was. It was like you couldn't tell if somebody was like a creep or if somebody was just like genuinely loved your channel. And I'm sure like Dulce knows all about that because she's got like millions of followers. But it's so creepy, girl. Like I don't understand it. But yeah, it's I just feel like that's the thing too. When you put yourself out on social media, I feel like you have to be so aware of what's going on in the world, because, and I mean more so like creepy stuff, right? Like not like creepy possession demonic things, but creepy like what are people doing? Ow, like when I think about, that's 32 also, y'all, your bones start hurting. But when I think about a lot of the stuff that happens in like grocery stores or like Target or Walmart, I get so freaked out about people saying like, oh, I almost got abducted, or like they're trying to take people. Like I see videos like that a lot. It'll pop up on like my For You page, and I'm just like, that's super scary. I don't know what the hell I would do. Girl, yes, my knees. I don't know if it's because I dislocated my hip back 5,000 years ago, but I feel like my knees are so messed up now because maybe I was like overcompensating by using other parts of my legs, but ooh, they be hurting sometimes. And then I like sit in these weird positions that I used to be able to, and now it's like not as easy. When I do go to San Diego, I'll let you know. I'm turning 30. Ooh, Scorpios, let's go. Yes. I think it's incredible though that like we all kind of like grew up together. You know what I mean? Like my birthday's November 3rd, by the way, Valerie, so we're super close. I love how we all grew up together, right? Like we were all such young little babies, and now we're grown. We grown. Some of us have kids and some of us are married, and it's just like, damn. Like I remember doing YouTube when I was 16, 17, 16, I don't know, 16, 17 years old, one of the two is when I really started doing videos, and now your girl's about to be 32. So that was like half my life when I started it. So that's crazy to know that like we are all kind of growing at the same, we're all in the same times in our life is what I'm trying to say. But, and I think Dulce, if I remember, 1987 maybe, you're the same age as my sister. So I thought that was cool too. And I love that there was so many Latinas, and I love that you were just like cute and little and sweet. I love that. I was also looking at old pictures because I was looking for some picture. I don't remember what it was, but I was looking for this picture that somebody tagged me in like a long ass time ago on YouTube or on Facebook. And I found old pictures from IMATS 2010. That was when IMATS was like the thing to go to. Everybody was into like makeup. It was just like, that was the time. IMATS was the place to be. That was like where I met so many people that I had followed for so long on YouTube. I met Dulce at IMATS. I met Riss Rose at IMATS. J Loves Mac. It's Judy Time, That's Heart, like all of these girlies that I used to talk to all the time. I met them at IMATS for the first time, and it was just like such an incredible experience. So it's so cool to see, again, that so many of them have done so much with their lives. I'm honestly so happy for you guys. I really connected to you because you reminded me of my cousin. Oh, thank you. Yes, girl, us Scorpios gotta stick together, you know what I'm saying? Are you turning 30 or 29, or Valerie? I was gonna call you Elizabeth because I said Valerie Elizabeth. I know. I wish that we knew what happened to her, because I think she's just living like a quiet life now. J Loves Mac, Jermaine. But I really used to love her videos. Like she was somebody that I could come on and watch, and she would just like always make me laugh or like make me happy if I was having a bad day, because she just had so much fun and spirit to her. So I hope she's doing amazing, and I hope that one day she resurfaces or something. Oh yeah, you were saying turning 30. That's dope. You'll be 30, and then 2 days later I'll be 32. I love that for us. Right now it's Libra season, but very soon it'll be Scorpio season, and we will take over the town. I think it's exciting, honestly. Turning 30, I think so many people make the 20s out to be something that they're not. I feel like the 20s were the time where, this is how I can explain it, right? Especially because like I was in college and I was living on my own for the first time. I moved out at 18 or 19, so I think it was right before I turned 19, I think. Anyway, I feel like in my 20s, it was okay to like make mistakes. Not that you can't make mistakes now, but like I just feel like you could make mistakes then and it wasn't as big of a deal. Whereas now in my 30s, if I tried to make mistakes, I would feel so like anxious and overwhelmed. You know what I mean? And in your 20s, it's like, okay, well, I was just dumb, young and dumb. That's my excuse. I was young and dumb for like everything I did in my 20s. And now in my 30s, I feel like I have to be more aware and just like know like that there are consequences to the things that you do or whatever, you know? My first IMATs was traumatizing, getting swamped, but so fun. Like, we were all so young. Bye, Dulce. One day, I hope I will message you one day when I'm in LA or something. Yeah, girl, the 20s were ridiculous. I feel like, again, yes, learning and discovering who you are. But I will say, there's so many things that I did in my 20s that I'm just like, was it a discovery of who I am? Or was it really just a time for me to like not be the best version of me and just be like, oh, I was just young. I was just young. That's it. Hi. I feel like my 30s are really more about me discovering who I am. I feel like I feel more myself than I have in such a long time, but at the same time, I feel like pieces of me are gone. And I don't know if it's like growing up, right? I don't know if it's like, okay, well, you're not young anymore, so you have to like be more mature or whatever. Or if it's genuinely that pieces of me are like gone due to like whatever. Like one of the things is like I got off birth control. I am on like antidepressants now. Like there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, was it just like the medication making me feel a type of way, or am I really that crazy? Because I am still a little bit crazy and weird, but I don't know. It's just different, you know? Exactly, Heather, but I feel like it was made for mistakes now in the 30s to figure out me. Yes, that is so true. I made many mistakes in my 20s. There are so many things that I wish I could go back and change, but at the same time, it's like that's what makes us who we are, right? That's what helps us learn and become better people. And you know, just the keyboard kid makes music if anyone wants to listen on Spotify or Apple Music. How's your experience been on antidepressants? I need to get on them, but I'm so afraid because of the stigma. Honestly, given your last name, your whole name, I imagine you are some sort of Hispanic, Latino, whatever. And I know that it could be really hard because that's how I was. Like a lot of times my family was just like, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. Like, you don't need medicine. You don't need therapy. Like, that's just how life is. You'll get over it kind of thing. And it was almost like, why are you trying to like be on medication? Like medication is for like crazy people or whatever. And I feel like it was such a disservice to us to grow up like that because I feel like there's so much that can be wrong with somebody that's not just, what is this? Is it going to say something bad? I don't really think that does anything. Oh, is there moderators in here? That's cool. But anyway, I feel like there are genuine reasons why people have to get medicated. Like I was diagnosed with MDD, which is major depressive disorder. And I mean, I should have known these things because it runs in my family. But I had always like tried to just get through life on my own, right? And I feel like once I started taking medication, it opened up a whole new world for me where I was like, okay, I can handle these situations without getting like overwhelmed or feeling like so stressed, or I don't know. It's just, it's hard to explain, but I think that you have to find one that works for you because I was on a Fexer for like 2 years, and I feel like there was a lot of weird stuff that move this person out of here because I don't know what they're doing. Okay. Anyway, there was too many weird messages. What was I saying? Yeah, I was on Effexor for 2 years, and I feel like it definitely changed who I was because Effexor helps with depression and anxiety. So I think there was like a lot of stuff that I was able to like just kind of be like whatever about. And I recently changed to Wellbutrin because I felt like Effexor was messing with my weight, which I was not a fan of. And so I switched over to Wellbutrin, and I feel like I can definitely tell the difference in the anxiety portion because Wellbutrin does not handle anxiety. So there'll be like random times, like just last week when we left to Arizona, I got nervous before we were driving to the airport, like coming down the stairs. I was getting like anxiety and I could feel it in my stomach. And I was like, what the hell is this? But I mean, I think that I am a better person when I have the medication, because I think it just really makes things a little bit easier for me to like handle, to be honest. It's not like it like makes you crazy happy or anything. I mean, the one that I'm on, Wellbutrin, I think does have, what is it called? I can't even think of it right now, but I think it does help a little bit with like mood stabilization. I don't think I really notice it though, because I feel like I'm pretty much the same all the time unless I'm going through something like really stressful. Angel baby, I miss doing outfits and makeup tutorials. I just feel like I don't. Bye, Valerie. I'm so happy I got to talk to you too. I wish that like that's one thing, is I wish that I was more in tune with like my style. I did not wear this today. I was wearing a little jean skirt, but I miss being like, what do you call it? I miss being just like daring. That's what it is. I used to be so daring with my clothing, and I didn't care. Like, if you guys followed me for a long time, you guys know I used to wear the weirdest crap, and I thought it was fashion, which I mean, at that time, at that time, it really was. It was fashion and it was the thing, right? So I don't think it's too odd, but I also think that I did wear some very outlandish things. I look a little greasy. I don't know if it's the highlighter or the grease. Yes, therapy and medication is so good for you. I'm still on the lookout for a good therapist. Sorry, I was reading another message. Because the one that I was using, she was good, but then she just kept canceling, and I was like, I can't do that. I need someone who's gonna be like on their shit, on time, because I got things to talk about. How are your sisters? It was nice seeing you all during the holidays photos. They're doing good, both of them actually. Brittany, I'm really proud of her. She's been doing a lot of stuff independently now, and I think that's really good for her, because I feel like she was very much a codependent person when it came to relationships, and now she is very much getting into the groove of like doing things on her own. So I'm very happy for her in that aspect. My older sister, above Brittany, she is also doing some things that I think are really good for her and will be a healthy decision and way of life as she continues to progress. So thank you for asking about them. What was the process to get on them, or was the process to get on them pretty easy? Do you just go to your doctor and ask them to prescribe them to you? So it's actually, you have to go to a psychiatrist more often than not. Some doctors will prescribe medication, but more often than not, you'll have to go to a psychiatrist. And it's really easy. I mean, if you have insurance, just look up on your insurance if you can talk to some kind of psychiatrist. Otherwise, get a referral from your doctor to talk to a psychiatrist. I forget what the name of mine is called. It used to be called grow therapy, but now it's called something else. So if you look that up, I talked to a psychiatrist from there, because my last psychiatrist I didn't think was very good. He didn't do like checkups on me and stuff, and I was like, yo, that's not normal. But anyway, if you go do some searches, see if there's something in network, if you have insurance. If not, whatever grow therapy used to be, I think they're actually pretty good. I've been doing pretty well with them. So just let your doctors know that you think that you want to maybe get medicated. They'll ask you some questions. They ask you a lot of questions about like how you can handle things, basically. Like, what if there's like I think it's like, I'm trying to think of like the things that they asked. It was like basically how you handle situations. Do you feel depressed like some of the time, all of the time, more often than not? Do you think about unaliving? Do you think this? They ask you all kinds of questions, so you just have to be honest with them, and then they kind of do what they can based off of the answers that you give them. So definitely look into it, Sabrina, because I think that it's so helpful. I think the stigma of medication is so crazy to me, because there's just a lot of stuff that I have to be on medications and supplements for, because I have PCOS. So I used to be really scared of a lot of those things, and now I'm like, nah, if I need it for my health, I need it for my health. So Ismail, is that how you say it? Thank you, I appreciate it. Oh man, I'm taking this thing off. But yeah, so that's my little spiel on medications and therapy and things like that, because I will never be one to tell you guys like what to do, but I can always guide you in the right direction to reach out to professionals who can help you, because I think everyone could use a little bit of help, and I don't think there's anything wrong or weak with asking for help. So just something to keep in mind. I feel like I want to see, my watch is telling me to move. I want to see if I should do this on Instagram too, because I feel like there will be more people on Instagram. Not that I'm not enjoying this. I love this. I just wanted to see what YouTube was like, because I hadn't done it in such a long time. And I remember this used to legit be the thing. I remember I would post a little video and I'd be like, I'm going live on Saturday or whatever. And that was like super fun. But I feel like, again, I haven't posted in 5 months, and I haven't been live on YouTube in actual years. Like, I don't know how many years, but it's been a lot of years. So it was really cool, like coming on here and being able to talk to some of you guys and just seeing what it was like, going back to the old days. I love that. I really do. And I think it's also good for me to like get used to this kind of thing, because I think, okay, here's something that I really want to do. I really want to get my, I don't know if it's like, I think it's a degree. I'm pretty sure, yeah, because you have to go through a whole like grad school program. But I want to become a registered dietitian, because I'm really fascinated by foods, especially on how you can like heal your body with foods. And I think it would be really important for me to learn all of the different things that come with building out, like, not necessarily meal plans, but just building out meals that are better for your body, especially as a girly with insulin resistance like myself. But yeah, I really want to get into like an RD program. I can do the schooling part of it. It's just the part that's hard right now is the you have to do like an internship kind of thing, and it has to be full time, and they don't pay. I don't think they pay. And even if they do, they don't pay as much as I make. So I wouldn't be able to like leave my full-time job just to do this. So I have to figure out a way to make it work, whether that means like part-time, I don't know. But I really want to do it because it's just something that I'm really passionate about. And I think like if I can become a registered dietitian and then learn a little bit more about like integrative health, holistic health, I think it would be really beneficial for a lot of the people that come on here. Thank you. Like looking for answers, you know, because I feel like there's just so much out there that we don't know. I feel like when I first started talking about PCOS, I feel like nobody knew what PCOS was. And then when I would talk about like the symptoms, people would hit me up and be like, I think I have PCOS. Like, what do I do to get tested? How do I know? And I just think it's crazy to me, especially with like women's health. There's so many things, you guys, like when I think about this, there's so many things that just blow my mind, all the way back to like when they first started doing certain kinds of testing for hormone health and medications and things like that. Everything was done on males, right? So it's like, how are you going to tell me how my body works when men work 100% off of like the circadian clock, and they're a 24-hour cycle? Men have the most testosterone early in the morning, then they need a refuel, and then they have lower testosterone at night. That's not how women's bodies work, right? Our bodies are all over the place, especially if we still have cycles. Our bodies are going to be, you know, more tired and want to just be like comfy when we're in our menstrual phase. And then, you know, when we're in our follicular phase, we're feeling our best. We're feeling so good and energized. And there's just like a lot of stuff that I think people don't know because we weren't taught it. It was like no fault to anyone but the system, like the school system, because like we were never taught it. So yeah, I think I want to do that and like get more into like holistic health, just because I really want to like help people, and I just want to, I feel like that's always been what I've wanted. I think that's why when I started YouTube, I stuck with it, because I wanted to like make people feel good and show people how to do makeup and show people how to do hair. And I feel like obviously that was me in my teens and my early 20s, but now in my 30s, I think I'm more, how can we like live our healthiest life, especially as women who have hormonal problems, metabolic dysfunction, like that's all PCOS. So real. I've had so many male doctors for women issues. Yeah. And that's the thing too. If your doctors are telling you that that shit's in your head and they're telling you get on birth control, or they're just telling you here's a quick fix, get a new doctor. Because a lot of times, and I'm not gonna like fault doctors, because I went to a conference a few weeks ago where one of the doctors had said like, hey, it's not necessarily the fault. Why am I so itchy? I think something bit me, like a skeety. There's been skeeties lately, and now I'm all itchy. One of the doctors had said it's no fault to the doctor, because you only get like X amount of time. If it's not your specialty, you only get X amount of time to learn about something, right? So like, let's say you're going to be a doctor and you want to be a heart doctor, cardiac, excuse me. You're going to be doing a whole lot of things that pertain to the heart, as opposed to like learning about hormones or something, right? And so there's a lot of doctors who just don't know what they don't know, and that's fine, but find somebody who knows, right? That's the only thing you can do, is like advocate for yourself, find a doctor who knows what's up and who can help you. Oh, where's my water? So that you're not having to, I think I left my water downstairs and my throat's getting dry. So you don't have to guess, and you don't have to like get the runaround, and you don't have to deal with doctors who don't know. That's all I can say, because it's just so important. You know, we got to be our biggest advocates, and we got to take care of ourselves, because nobody else is going to do it for us. And I feel like you definitely learn that. Oh my God, I really need water, but I don't want to like get up and go, because I feel like it's a lot of work. I have to go all the way downstairs, but I should. I'll probably go to about 50 minutes, so a few more minutes here, so I can go get water, and maybe we'll do this again sometime. Maybe we'll do this on Instagram. I don't know. Here's the thing. One time I posted something on YouTube, and everybody was like, well, not everybody. There was a few people that were like, hey, I don't have Instagram. I don't have Facebook. I don't have any of that. So I only see you on here. So that's kind of like why I was like, let me check this out. Let me see what it's about. But I'll go get water right now. If any of you are on Instagram, that is where I do a lot more talking about things, and I have like a whole stories highlight about my PCOS journey, my fitness journey, things like that. So if you're interested, you can go check it out. I think, yeah, my Instagram and my TikTok are the Heather123, because someone already took Heather123. So it's just the Heather123. And that's the other thing too, you guys. I've always wanted to change my name, because I feel like Heather123 just sounds like I should be Miss Rachel doing kids videos. But it was like a staple back then for who I was. But I feel like if I was to change it now, there would be a lot of people who wouldn't be able to find me. Because here's the thing too, is I think YouTube like unfollowed people. I'm not even kidding, because there's so many people that were like, I was following you and now I'm not. What happened? So I feel like we need to figure that out too, because then we'll know for sure. But yeah, I hope that I can start like being a little bit more active on here. I actually have a video that I'm in the process of editing. I just get so bored of editing. And then I recorded a little bit of stuff today, which I'm hoping to like post about, or post on YouTube too. So can you show us all your tattoos? I actually have a lot now. This was like my second one. This says the beauty in life is what makes us free, with some funky little birds. This was like, I had a dream in college that I got this like crazy tree tattoo, and I thought it was gorgeous. It was like this huge tree, and the saying was on the tree, and it said the beauty in life is what makes us free, because I used to always be like, we're so grateful to live the life that we live, right? So that's why I did that one. I also have one on the back that's like little quotation marks. It was just a best friend tattoo. That was my very first one. I will definitely do more women hormone videos for sure. I got you, girl. This one was a gift to myself, I think for Valentine's Day. It's in Arabic, and it says, don't wait for anybody to complete you. I was really into Arabic language, culture, writing. I used to date a lot of Middle Easterns, so I would date like Chaldean dudes, Jordanian dudes. The other one was Jordanian and Mexican, so yeah, I was really into that, so that's why I wanted that. But also I was like, I don't need no mans. Nobody needs to be there to complete me. Then I got this one that says self-love. Oh, here's the other thing too. A lot of my older ones, or my newer ones, have had blowouts. I don't know why. I think my skin is changing or something. So this used to be really cute and thin, and now it's big. But it says self-love because, you know, self-explanatory. This one I got when my friend Priscilla and I were in New York, and we almost missed our flight for this little paper airplane, but it was so worth it because it's so cute. And then I have this guy, which is a little half of a yin yang. My best friend has the other one. So here's mine. That's like my newest one. And then I have a eucalyptus plant back here. This one also had a little blowout, but it's okay. It still looks decent, I think, from what I can see. It just looks really thick. But I love being a woman except for when I get my period and cramps. And that's another thing, girl. Period cramps are not normal. That's the thing. Cramping is not normal, and pain is not normal. There's so much that we have to learn, and it just blows my mind once again that they don't teach these things, because like we should know these things, right? This one is a super old one. It's a busted looking world, and it says everlasting because it was another best friend tattoo for me and my best friend. The Regina Spektor song that says the world is everlasting, because we used to really love Regina Spektor. And then I have another one, oh, right here, the number 9, because no, they're not. We met when we were 9. They're not normal. That's the crazy thing. It's like, thank you. Yeah, you're not supposed to have, thank you. You're not supposed to have pain. That's what's so crazy, is like, if you're having pain, something is not right. Right? So our whole lives we were told, oh, like you're just moody because you're on your period, or you're just having cramps because whatever, like some girls get cramps, but girl, no. The problem is 90% of the time we are not treating our bodies or feeding our bodies the things that are good for that cycle. I don't know how many of you actually know about the 4 phases of our cycle, because it's not just like your period, right? You have your ovulatory phase, your luteal phase, your menstrual phase, and your follicular phase. There's 4 different phases, and each one of these phases, your body's gonna react different ways. Your body's gonna have different energy. You're gonna need certain foods. Here's the easiest way to remember, and I can't think of the order right now, but if you follow me on Instagram, which I think you said you did, I'll post it on there. And I'll actually make a video about it on here, because you know what? Screw that. Good night. What was I gonna say? Think of your phases as the seasons, right? So the one that I can give you the most info on is your menstrual phase, right? When you're on your period, think of it as your winter. So think of it as like you want to eat warm, like foods like soups, things that are rich in iron, because your body's losing a lot of iron. You want to rest, do lower impact things if you work out. So like walking is amazing for you, doing yoga, just stretching, resting, taking naps, things like that you would want to do during your menstrual phase, because that's when your energy levels are super depleted, super low, and you just don't have the energy to do the things that you would normally do. Now, when it comes to like your follicular phase, that's going to be more like your summer. So think summer, you want to be outside, you want to be socializing, you want to be having fun. You're going to be eating brighter colored foods, fruits, vegetables that are like bright, leafy greens, things like that. You're going to have more energy to do things. You're going to do, you're going to want to like go work out super hard. You're going to want to go run around for miles, whatever. Like you're going to have the energy to do it. So that's one of the biggest things, is like we're not taught to work with our bodies in our cycle. And we're just kind of like told, just do what you have to do. You have to work. You have to work out. You have to do all the things you have to do regardless of how you're feeling. And it's actually really fascinating. If you look up on it, then there's something majorly wrong with me because my cramps are so bad. That's the thing too. Oh, sorry, I was just reading the last. If your bestie will check you out. There go my knees again. One of my friends just got diagnosed with endometriosis, and she has like really, really bad period pains, like really bad cramps. She starts to feel really sick, and it just gets really bad for her. And she ended up finding out she has endometriosis, which is really scary, because that's like I think it's like fibroids or something on your uterine lining, which causes, or it's like scarring on your uterine. I don't know enough about endometriosis, but it causes a lot of pain for women. So it's just something that I think you should definitely get checked out, just so that it's always better to be safe than sorry, right? I will always advocate for being proactive when it comes to your health. Like, if you think something could be wrong, definitely get checked out. And I will say this again, it is not normal to have pains and to like be hurting and stuff. So just really learn how to listen to your body and definitely get that checked out, because not saying that there's like anything wrong, but you just never know, right? You just never know. What do I do for a living? I work in the IT field. I'm an IT manager, so I manage like 10 different clients, and I'm pretty much like the liaison between the client and our service desk or our project team. So client has problems, I help out with the service desk. Client has new projects they need, network setup, things like that. I work with our like service desk and our engineers and things like that to service my clients, my 10 that I have. And we have like a few IT managers in our company, and each IT manager has like a set of clients. So I have 10, one has like 16, one has one client because it's such a busy client. But yeah, it's a cool company. I really like it, and it's definitely a change of pace. I know. Am I like, am I sounding a little crusty? That's another thing too. I was watching A Good Therapist. You know, it's funny because I think I have ADD too, because I'm always all over the place. I always get told that, and I feel like I'm always the friend that people come to for like advice and things, but I also don't know how to take it for myself sometimes, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, I think I'm really good at being like empathetic, but I do think that sometimes other people's problems can weigh heavy on me because I can feel it so much. So I feel like it probably wouldn't be the best for me to be a therapist. But my best friend is a clinical psychologist, and she's all about that stuff. The water comment made me think of something. Oh, when I was watching the old videos, I was watching one of my old ones, and I was like, oh my God, my voice was so like, I mean, it's still raspy, but it was so raspy and little sounding. I mean, I know I was a little kid, I was a high schooler, but it just sounded so funny. Oh, I don't want to move that one. I'm gonna move this one so I can have something to be on top. Hi. But yeah, I don't know what that means. Daniela? I don't know what that means. Your voice isn't raspy. Thank you. I think it was really raspy when I was younger. I used to, it's so funny because I used to get made fun of when I was in grade school, because I remember there was this one time, I think it was 6th grade or 7th grade. I think it was 7th grade. I don't know. Either way, we had to do a speech in front of the class, and at the end the teacher was like, hey, does anybody have any comments for Heather or whatever? And this one chick was like, my only comment is, why is her voice so raspy? And I was like, damn girl, her name was Taylor. I was like, damn Taylor, calling me out. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, and I just feel like I've always had like this little bit more of like a raspy voice, and I feel like it's starting to get there because I need some water. I do have pets. I have 2 dogs here now because my boyfriend moved in and he has a big ass Great Dane, and I still have my Ayla. I don't know if any of you guys have been following me. She'll be 12 in February, and I've had her since she was a little baby, so I've had her for almost 12 years. So she has been with me for a long time and love her to death. She's my baby. But, oh my God, I'm about to hit an hour. That's crazy. Of course, good night. Thank you for coming too and asking all the questions. All right, guys, I think I'm probably, oh, my contact feels dry too. I'm probably gonna hop off because I think I should utilize some of this time, one, to make dinner, but also to start to edit one of my videos so I could actually have some videos coming up. Daniela, I don't know what you're saying. I'm so sorry. But yeah, thank you guys for staying on here with me today. I can't believe I was on here for an hour. That's crazy. Who am I? And yeah, I love having these conversations where like I get to enlighten some of you on things that maybe you didn't know. So I love that. And I feel like it's good practice for me when it comes to what I want to do. What was your comment, Grady? I didn't see it. What was it? I don't see it. The last thing I saw was you should be a therapist. I don't know if you want to repost it, Grady, because I didn't see it. But what was I going to say? Yeah, I love, thank you. I love being able to share things that I'm passionate about with other people, especially when it helps them in some way. So I love that. I feel like I was just always made to help people in some way. And I feel like I've always wanted to be a teacher. That was like something I really wanted since I was a kid. And teaching just doesn't pay well, especially when I was living in Arizona, and they're just not treated well at all. Like, power to the teachers, because I have friends who are teachers and I love them, and I just think like they don't get enough of what they deserve, to be honest. I do support LGBTQ. I think you meant to put B. I do. I'm actually a part of the LGBT community. So yes, 100%. I hate talking in front of the class. My face turns really red. My mom says it's because I have no confidence at all. Well, I think your mom is kind of mean for that one. And I think it's just like not everybody is like good for public speaking. I get super nervous, my voice cracks, my eyes water, I get scared. But when I like am really passionate about something, I will probably like go on like I am right now and be like very much into it. So I think maybe it's just like it's not for everyone. Me and you, we're not public speakers, and that's fine. It doesn't mean that we don't have confidence. It just means that it's not something that we're comfortable with, and that's all good. But all right, y'all, I appreciate you guys so much. I need to go get water before my throat gets super dry. And thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to me. It made me super happy. I was gonna be happy if like 2 people came on, 1 person. I didn't care, but the fact that there was quite a few of you made me so happy. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing Saturday night. Go and get something yummy. I'm about to make some Mediterranean chicken, little wraps with chickpeas. Ooh, and little pita wraps. Actually, it's a naan because I don't have pita, but yeah. Bye. I love you guys. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. I'm so excited because it's been so long. But I love you guys so much. And I hope to see you guys soon.